At the risk of dating myself, it's now been more than 20 years since I've been working with in-house lawyers. And in that time, it's been from first-time legal counsels right through to seasoned general counsels. And I've noticed a few things about what makes lawyers truly effective in-house. And that's something that really came through for me when I was reading How to Kill a Client by Joanna Jenkins. She's a fellow Brisbanite and lawyer. If you haven't read the book, it's definitely worth a read. It's absolutely fiction, but it nails that complex and sometimes messy dynamic that can play out inside legal teams. And in reading it, it reminded me that the best in-house lawyers aren't the loudest in the room. In fact, they're the ones whose absence is really noticed. So those lawyers are the ones that really can achieve the kind of presence, not to remind anyone that they're the lawyer in the room. They're part of the team. They're listening. They're translating. They're guiding. And they understand that old adage that there's no I in team. And their success is really tied to the success of the people that they support. And from what I've seen, their visibility comes from that credibility. It comes from the way that they guide decisions, how they build trust and help others achieve outcomes safely. The other thing that I've noticed is that they think in the language of their stakeholders. And that can sometimes be with a risk lens, or sometimes it will be through the lens of the CFO, but often it's just about getting the deal done. And as legal teams evolve and more women and diverse thinkers lead, influence is really being defined. And authority isn't about taking up space anymore. It's about creating it. So creating that space for ideas, creating the space for trust and for progress. So my advice for legal counsels that are really wanting to make their mark is to be mindful of office politics, but don't get drawn in, because organisations will always evolve. And what lasts is how you show up, how you deliver, and the influence that you build through others.